In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Hey, let's go. Ready? Double set. Green 90%.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Smith to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. His first throw is an interception. Picked off on Barrett Carter. And the Bengals get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow on the play action. He rolls to his right. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sidelines are best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend, and that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made by Chase Brown. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Burrow will throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, these guys have really started this game well, Brock. The defense looked good. Offense did their part until ran into a little hiccup there on the 2-point conversion.
Can you help me understand something, Kate?
I'll try.
Because I hear all these baseball guys all the time talk about, well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. Well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. And that's what I hear with these same decisions, too. Well, we didn't get the result, but the process was right. How do you know the process was right? Just kick the extra point.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Hey, we go, Salon! 잡았어! 유일하게 잡았어!
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
On 1st down, here's Smith. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
A gain of 17 yards.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And off to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. He gets this to Michael Mayer. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Genty is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you. and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. And they could have taken the lead, but he misses the point after.
That ties the game 6-6. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las
Wasn't
Vegas.
accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Samaje Perine on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun, gun.
Here's Brown to start the drive. He dodged the tackle. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
Here we
The
go.
Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. Cut the end zone, so the touchdown and the two-point pass break the tie. Give him an 8-point lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing is Smith. Finds him over the middle. The 30. Oh, this big guy is moving. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking.
And that's a second extra point that's off the mark, Brock. I start to wonder, maybe a problem between the ears, because without those 2 misses, we'd have a tie ball game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, this is Perine. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up.
On one, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. To the left side, and Gesicki has it. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Chase Brown.
Chase Brown, his intended target out of the backfield. And that brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
to the air on 3rd and long. The third down throw falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Trying for it with Burrow. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a 1st on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Again, it's Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And a defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Here we go, 4th down Burrow. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go. Cover.
Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's gonna get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here we go, Sinat. Here we go, Sinat. We're good.
3rd and long for him here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th and long. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The Raiders take over 1st.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
Here we go. Hey, can. Ready?
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Time.
Burrow setting up the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Complete out to the right. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Burrow out of the shotgun. Toward Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Smith in the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And a Raider first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
31-yard line.
First down, Smith to throw. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the gun, Smith. Has him on a quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, hey.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Counter give to Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs them up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Smith to the air now. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Comes up empty on that one. So that brings up 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41.
It's a gain of
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Bengal first down.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow back to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's taken taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here we go. Wide 80.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hot. Right 80. Right hot. Hot.
Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. And what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for two, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
There we go, sit on. Sit on. Good shot. There we go, sit on.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. Jordan battle with the INT. And the Bengals will take over with the football just outside the 30. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Here we go. Shot.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Shot. Right 80. Right hot. Shot.
They're going to pass it here. That's cut at the 4. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals lead by 15 now.
27. Raiders 12. Evan McPherson to kick
Here's
off for
McPherson on to
Cincinnati.
handle the kickoff. Mostert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. We've set it down from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 26-yard line.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Smith back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's gonna go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
And the Raiders first down.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. On the move. Headed right. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Again, it's Smith to the air. Buys time, rolling right. Smith lost it. Now the Bengals have it. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the 4th. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas. It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And away we go from Lumen Field. Here's Derink Young to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Buying some time right. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Now Darnold off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. That one gains 7. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He rolls to his right. He shovels this one forward. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up.
Burrow will throw for it. Catches it at the 1. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Young on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Darnold coming back after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That is exactly what they needed, Brock. The throw that gets him stabilized after a disastrous miscue early.
You know I love when coordinators show that kind of confidence, quickly reestablishing it with his quarterback, and now he can start playing like that pick 6 never happened.
From the gun, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing here, Darnold. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, Darnold buying some time left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Trying to find his tight end, and it sets up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
First down.
So at the end of one, a defensive touchdown has provided us our only points so far. Our score, 6-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To throw, here's Darnold. Chased out to his right. He has room past the 25. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Battle with the INT.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described and themselves.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Here we go. 12, 180.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
I'm 1, ready? 12, 12, 12. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The 2nd down pass.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Isaac Garindo to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Oh my god, the kiwi with my butt cheeks. Butt cheeks.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little bit. Back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's taken down back in his own 8-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock. That should pretty clearly bring out the punting unit. Let's see. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Purdy now on 4th down. Catch made over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. What a play on 4th down. Give them the first after a gain of 27.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action. Has to come.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Bengals get to him and take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Zone read to give to McCaffrey. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's brought
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. But just throw the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Off the play fake, Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow on first down. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one.
He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. And I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll air it out on third. Uh-oh, trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. Working quickly here. And they spike the ball to stop the clock.
On any fourth down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Gun. Start. 180. Rise up. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Cincinnati. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Great, set. Anyway, Silver, set. Call that Danny. Hey, Tiger Swamp.
Man in motion is Smith. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Hurts to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is third and long. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here's Darnold. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
He's got it to his running back. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Samaje Perine on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
Right to the air, Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. His first throw is an interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. There's a screen out for Walker. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. All set to go now from the 35. Walker on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's Darnold to throw. Bengals get to him and take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
It's Burrow from the end zone. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's get set.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They are facing second down deep on their own end. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third?
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Here we go. 4th down, Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First down carry for Brown. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
1-1, ready?
First down from the 42.
Bengals first down. A
Here we
gain
go.
of 22 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Let's get set. Right.
Brown on the inside give. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Connects with Fant. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Gain of 10 yards.
They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Julian Love. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping
I still ain't gonna lose. You still gonna get your ass
But a
whooped.
chance at redemption
You got
after that
lucky.
pick six as it's sent away.
I still ain't gonna lose because I'm about to score.
Here's Charlie Jones with the
Yo,
return.
shitty ass. Shitty as fuck.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Has it downfield, working the left. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. On 1st down, here's Burrow. He finds Fant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Gun.
Burrow now on 1st down. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Let's get set. Shot.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get their first points of this game just before halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared. They were ready for it. And now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
On 2, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Wide 80. Wide shot. Shot.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break.
Here we go. Shot.
Back to throw it. Vacates quickly left side. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. This gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost in the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow to the air now. Finds a man, right side. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in and they are already close to midfield. First down, Burrow to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
This one taken in by Chase. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Again, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play good for 17 on the first down.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. Only fair.
I told you, nigga. You thought shit was sweet. You thought it was sweet. I told you, nigga. I'm about to fuck you up. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm about to fuck you up. Told.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Derink Young to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Not wide here to come. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Toss play. This is Walker. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Play fake. Darnold. This has been a trend, yet another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but
I told you I was going to whoop that ass, didn't I? Didn't I tell you I was going to whoop that ass? I told you I was going to whoop that ass. Told you. Oh, I've been
It's a
had this.
13-yard
Oh, what
play,
you
and
want?
that's
I'm
enough
getting
for
your
the
hand.
first.
What else you want? I'm about to get on the bus in 7 minutes.
Here we go.
Hold on. Nah, give me some mouse, but we about to make some spaghetti and shit. But I'm probably gonna buy
After
something
three
for the
quarters, we're still
spaghetti and
neck and
shit.
neck. Neither
So,
side has been
yeah,
able to
just get
fully
the mouse and
separate.
shit.
It's still a
You
tie
good,
ball
my
game,
nigga.
14
You
points
always look
apiece
out
as
for
we
me.
get ready for the fourth.
With the smokes. You know how many times you can give me
First and 10
cigarettes?
from the
Appreciate it,
43.
bro. You want this quarter?
Gun. Stop.
It's on my shelf.
I was about $5 worth of tickets on this bus.
How much change you need?
Oh, I don't need like that. That's a stand and shit, bro. Like this little park.
Oh, you got enough change? Need $2 or
Play
something?
Brown. And his effort results in
I
maybe
get
2 yards,
fast,
but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Brown again.
Oh my goodness.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
On one, ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, stop.
Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Brown again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Running for it with Brown. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Rowe will throw for it. Got at the 2. And he crosses the goal line. The conversion.
I told you I was going to whip that ass. I told you I was going to whip that ass. You thought shit was sweet. Tried to do that little bullshit. Told you was going to get that ass whooped. It's over, boy. Undefeated. I won about 5, 6, 7 games. Told you was going to get that ass whooped. Throw that ass up. About to throw a pick. About to throw a pick. Watch my man's about to fuck you up. Yeah. Give me that shit. It's over. We make spaghetti, man. Yeah. It's over. I get that ass whooped. And I'm about to eat some good old spaghetti. Who they? Told you. Yeah. It's over now. Sit your ass down. You ain't got no timeouts. I'm about to let this clock run. Yeah. You thought shit was sweet. You really thought you was going to win. Even if you score, you still going to lose. I get that ball back. It's over. I'm about to fuck you up right here. You don't even see it coming. This is an interception. Man, sit your ass down, boy. Let that clock run. Don't try to run left. You score, you got to go for 2. It ain't a guarantee you're going to get that 2. Ain't a guarantee you're going to get the 2. It ain't a guarantee. You about to lose, buddy. Interception. Thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I don't care about that. I got timeouts. I got timeouts. Stupid. About to throw an interception. You dumb. You need to save that clock for that 2. Stupid. Stupid boy. You fucked up right here. This is where you fucked up at. Interception. Dumbass. Stupid. Stupid. You ain't had no timeouts. I helped your ass. I helped you, and you still about to lose. I told you. You was done by running that damn clock out. You stupid as fuck. You stupid as fuck, and still ain't gonna get it. Still ain't enough, buddy. I don't know how you gonna get it.
One more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Escapes the pocket. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tied this game.
Motherfucker tied it up. Still gonna lose.
So much momentum gain. Long odds.
I'm about to do some unbelievable shit right here.
We know we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained
some
into that
unbelievable
extra
shit.
frame.
Some shit that he ain't gonna think I could do.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals.
I don't give a fuck about that.
For 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he put some heat
He
on this
gone.
deep ball left side. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to start
You still
everybody.
gonna
No
lose. I
touchback on
don't
the
know
clock.
what you think.
Class, we are
You know,
headed for
why the fuck
overtime.
you think you gonna beat me? You gotta be dumb as fuck. And I'm about to get ball first. You stupid. Still about to lose. Watch this. I'm about to fuck you up. Even if you score first, I get a chance to get ball back. Dummy. Stupid.
And now we're off in overtime to decide it.
You ain't scoring
He
shit.
wasn't chancing a return there.
You
Putting
wasting
it
my
out on
day,
the back
bro.
of
I
the
got
end
shit to
zone for a
do,
touchback.
man. Damn, I got shit to do. Come on, bro.
The Seahawks
This shitty
in
ass
good
game.
field position to start this drive off as they head up to the
I'm
line.
about to
First
fuck
and
you
10.
up. Get his ass.
Begins with a walk
Get his
around.
ass.
And he is stopped
Watch
as he
this.
reaches that 46-yard
Watch
line.
this. You keep doing that
And
little
that one goes
bullshit,
for
bro.
a gain of 11.
I'm so tired
That
of that
means a fresh
shit.
set of downs for Seattle.
A run like
Watch
that,
this
Kate,
shit.
it just gives everybody a little
Keep
bit
doing
more
that little
bounce
move you doing. I'm
offensively
about to
because
fuck you
also
up.
know you can set the
Telling you.
table for more.
Keep doing that shit you doing, bro.
First and 10. Darnold. Throw right side, finds Cup. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Keep doing that same fucking move.
Walker now
Show
from the
ass
gun.
down, bro.
Can't slip that
What
initial
fuck you
tackle.
doing?
Stops made for no gain on that first down
Bro,
play.
you gonna get me copyright.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
From the gun, Darnold.
Show ass down, nigga.
Trouble brewing, and
Yeah.
him down.
Yeah.
And that pushes him back.
You
Third
know what
down
time it
coming
is.
up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told
It's
you,
about
but
to
my
be an
dad was a
easy
driver's ed
ass whooping
teacher,
right here.
and I could just hear him right now say,
Don't
"Son,
throw that ball.
take this
It's
out
gonna
of
be an
reverse and
interception.
put it in
A
drive,
guarantee.
because this one's
Don't
going
throw that
nowhere
motherfucking
right
ball.
now. A drastic
I'm
change
telling
on
you
this play
right
needed,
fucking now.
and maybe a
Don't
whole
throw that
lot of luck to
motherfucking
keep
ball.
this series alive.
To
Don't throw that fucking ball.
On the move, headed right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side.
Get that shit up out of here, man.
Coverage holds up
That
on
shit
the
up out of here,
Ten
man.
force fourth down.
What was you
I say this all
thinking?
the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Too bad you ain't get this. Too bad.
Here he is to
Too
throw.
bad you ain't get it. Don't try to run. My niggas waiting on you.
He's trying to go deep again. Cut at the 20-yard
Man,
line.
you shitty, man.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to
Fuck
go.
out of here, man. They keep giving me
Analytics
some
are pretty
of
clear.
that shit.
It's hard to move the
Interception,
ball in this
bro. You
league.
about to throw a fucking
Short little
pick,
dinks
bro.
and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside,
You finna
that
throw
gets
a
the job
fucking
done.
pick.
First and goal. Here's Walker.
Show ass down,
He's
nigga.
into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a
Even
little
if you
progress
run
in
the
first
clock,
and
they
goal.
still gonna
Keep
give me
it
the
safe,
ball
push
back.
a
They
little
changed the
closer,
rules,
and now
dummy.
you're set up for what you
Stupid
want to do
ass.
on second down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers.
This nigga dumb.
only a
He about to
chip shot
lose.
from
He's
the
so
right half.
fucking stupid. You kicked a field goal?
Good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to
That I get ball back. You so fucking dumb.
And this game isn't over yet officially.
Stupid ass.
See the time left on the
Even
clock.
if the clock run out, I still get a chance to score. You so fucking dumb. You about to lose, bro. You just lost. You just cost yourself the game. You so fucking stupid.
And he's brought to
Hey,
the
babe, he's so
25-yard
fucking
line.
stupid. He kicked the fucking field goal and didn't score the touchdown. And even if this clock run out, they still gonna give me a full time 4 minutes to win the fucking game. They give you a chance, your opponent a chance to win the game. They give you a chance. The opponent get the ball back, even if the clock run out and they score. The opponent still get the ball and get a chance to score, even if this clock run out. You so fucking dumb. You fucking lost. Stupid ass. Stupid as fuck. That's how I know you don't know what the fuck you doing. You about to fucking lose. This about to be an easy fucking win. Stupid ass. Look. Stupid. You fucked up. You fucked up, bro. You know, I could tell you don't play this game. You lost, nigga. You lost, nigga. They gave me a full 4 minutes. They changed the rules, nigga. It's not that no more. You so stupid. You lost, nigga, and you know you lost. You know you fucking lost, stupid ass nigga. You know you fucking lost. You know you fucking lost, nigga. I'm about to eat me some good old spaghetti. You know you fucking lost, bitch. Yeah. Undefeated. Undefeated. I done won about 6, 7, 8 games. Made that nigga quit. Made him quit. You seen that? Bitch. He already knew I was about to whoop that ass. I'm off here, man. I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do, man. You niggas that ain't got shit to do, I don't know what to tell you, but I got shit to do. I know you niggas be miserable and you ain't got nothing to do.